Okay, here I have a 1541 disk drive that I've been looking at. It's been several weeks since my previous video. What I've done is I've done a modification. I've disconnected the 100 times gain setting and I've added, just through some temporary jumpers, through pins 11 and 4, which is a 400 times gain setting on this video amplifier. Now what I've done is, I didn't have much luck with this variable resistor. This is a 20,000 k ohm resistor. What I did was, eventually I just shorted the two pins out here. Now I did notice when I was doing some electrical checks to make sure I wasn't shorting out these connectors to other pins, was that the gain select for the 400 times and the gain select for the 100 time gains must be internally connected somehow inside the chip, because there was some continuity readings on my multimeter. There's about maybe 60 ohms or something difference between the pins, between pins 3 and 4 and between pins 11 and 12. So what I've done is just shorted out the pins between the 400 times gain select between pins 4 and 11, and we can see here on the data sheet that's reflected there. Now looking at the oscilloscope, I've got the oscilloscope set up similar to what I had in the previous video some weeks ago. Now this top scale here, the cursor 1, is set to 6.96 and the bottom cursor is set to 5.24. Now in the previous video with the repaired read-write head, the signal wasn't all that great. It was a clear signal, but it wasn't, the amplitude wasn't fantastic. Not that that was a problem, because the discs still seemed to read. Now you'll notice now with the 400 times gain, you'll notice when I'm reading it's quite markedly different. It's probably, well, I would say it's 4 times bigger than what the original one was. You can look back on the original video and try and compare it, but it's quite significantly larger. It has made an improvement in reading some discs that are lower. Now you'll also notice when reading a disc also, there are sections where the actual read signal is greater and then lower. So I think at certain points on the disc the signal strength is weaker and stronger depending on where the disc is reading from the medium.